some years ago, 1997, when Venerable Geshe-la was living and teaching at the center in Dallas, Texas. And on NKT Day, which you know is the first Saturday in April, on NKT Day, he was attending, offering to the spiritual guide, puja, with a small group of very fortunate disciples. And after the puja, he met with the people who had been there and engaged in some discussion and question and answer, which was wonderful. And as Geshe-la has taught us, we can learn by listening, but sometimes, for example, in our precious play, coming from his heart, the life story of Buddha Shakyamuni, and our other Kadampa plays, Venerable Geshe-la has taught us that we can learn physically by seeing such holy plays. And he did a little play for us. And I've taught this once before at an international festival, but because this little play affected me deeply, and I've never forgotten what Venerable Geshe-la taught us at that time, I want to share with you what he did. I can't really do it, but I'll do my best. So, the resident teacher at KMC Dallas was sitting here, and Geshe-la said, "Imagine they are Tara." And then, sorry, I have to prepare myself. Then Geshe-la turned in this direction. So Tara is here, and Geshe-la turned like this. This is nice, I get to see everybody. And he actually got a tissue. And he said, "Oh, my life is so difficult. I have so many worries, problems, sufferings. No one understands. I really," and then like lowered his head, I don't know what to do. And he said, "Tara is sitting there like, I can help." And then Geshe-la went like this. So I think we know this part of the play. I think we can all identify very well. So then, through receiving Tara's blessings, something wonderful happens. So I think you can imagine what it's going to be. So then Geshe-la turned like this to Tara. And he said immediately, just through that action, immediately, blessings start pouring into our heart, because our faith is like a ring. Buddha's blessings, Tara's blessings, Guru Samadhi Buddha Haruka's blessings, their compassionate blessings are like a hook. So with the ring of faith in our heart and the hook-like compassionate blessings of our spiritual guide, you think how easily, swiftly we can make progress on the liberating path. That this is the real quick path. This connection is everything. So living Buddha is always helping us, but often, please don't forget this play. And if you like, you can reenact it yourself. You can reenact it many times a day. When you find yourself appearing yourself as suffering, as Geshe-la said. And we tend to a little bit wallow in that mind. The whole universe shrinks to just one person, and how huge. It's interesting, isn't it? It shrinks to one person, and yet the problems pervade the whole of space. It's such an exaggerated, extreme view, like I'm the only person, I'm in so much pain, nobody understands, nobody. And I don't know what to do. All of that's nonsense. Really. I mean, that might sound a little brutal. That's our Guru's wisdom. It doesn't mean it doesn't mean anything about you. It means your delusions are giving you wrong information. And it's the delusions that are speaking nonsense. So we can insult them as much as we like. We can't find a bad enough word for the harm our delusions are doing us and all living beings. So find some word you really like and use those words and then turn. So we tell our delusions to get lost, and that's a polite way of putting it. And then we turn. So we don't physically turn. There's nothing physical to do. The mind is not a physical object. We mentally, spiritually turn. We remember Guru Tara is always helping us. She's sitting, well, pervading the whole of space, waiting for us to rely. Then, even though she's helping us and all living beings, so Tara's helping us all the time, but the same way as she's helping the chipmunk and the groundhog and all the other wonderful living beings is the same. But when we turn to her, when we turn to our holy spiritual guide, that's the action of a faithful disciple. That mind of faith brings huge, powerful blessings that a chipmunk or a groundhog can't get. We're not a groundhog. We're not a chipmunk. We're a faithful Kadampa practitioner. So when we act like a faithful Kadampa practitioner, because those faithful minds, at the moment, they come and go. One day, our mind will be pervaded with faith all the time. So we have to a little bit cut through the nonsense and make the sun of our faith shine.